The mic is muted. I forgot about that. Thank you. Thank you, Hovel, for that gifted sub. That's awesome. Let's go, dude. Yeah. We're back at it. I don't know what happened to all my images. Oh, right. I moved them from my desktop. Let me fix that. But how's everyone doing? Didn't expect that to actually work. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, everybody? How is everyone doing? Hello, Hex. Hello, Slimy. Hello, Lemire. I'm good. I'm doing pretty good, yeah. We just recorded the Q&A thing in the raffle just before the stream, so I don't know when that's gonna be up. It's up to Ace. Did you win? I cannot confirm or deny. That will be kept a secret. You'll have to figure out in the video. So, yeah. We're planning on learning CLI Git soon. Okay. What is CLI Git? Let me make sure I know what that is. Oh, command line. Yeah, okay, nice. I've never really done a lot of command line stuff with GitHub just because it's honestly a lot easier to just not. You better win or you're gonna unsub. No! No! Sorry. Please don't unsub. I mean, unsub if you want. I can't tell you what to do. GitHub CLI is easier. I guess it can be. I don't know. I'm so used to just the regular stuff. It doesn't really take me long. I have done plenty of I mean, I have used the command line before, but usually I just always go back to the interface stuff because it's just easier. Where are those images? I'm trying to find it on my desktop. I moved everything into Ultimate Folder 5. Hey, the GI, you never use it? That's fair. Yeah. It's not for everybody. Was this image on there? Okay, yeah, we got that one. Hold on, we're building it back up. We're building it back up. We got that one. Oh, yeah. Hold on, we just got one more. Just one more. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's this one. Yeah! Okay, we got the images back up. Yeah, you need to make some bigger commits and GitHub ink on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Succulent AA batteries. You gotta love your AA batteries, yeah. Really yummy. It's a yummy little snack. That's what I always say. It's not a yummy snack. It would probably kill you, I'm gonna be real. Probably would not be good for you. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the desktop. Get the top of the desk. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Here we are. So one thing I want to do super quick. I did implement a day-night system. Real quick. So I want to go ahead and just clean that up real quick. Maybe something like that. That'd be a good nighttime color. So let me show you how to do that. Basically, I just have a color ramp here. Oops. And this is cool. Color ramps are cool. All of these different things is basically the light that is defined at each time of the day. So if I go ahead and actually load this up, you can see how that looks in game. I have the day cycle, I think, set to like 1 minute right now, but obviously it would be like way longer, probably 10 minutes. Mom, wake up, big boy, he's doing his job. Hey, what's up, Zenit Twitch? Or is it Zenit Twitch? Or is it Zenit Witch? Or is it Zen Twitch? I don't know. Working the high school robotics team, initial commit as a zip. Ooh. That's That's probably not right. Yeah. Last one? Okay, Zen Twitch, yeah. So check it out. I've been making a few changes. Here, it's slowly turning day. So what this is doing essentially is going through this. It started here. Now we're at like regular daylight. It starts to get more yellow as it gets later in the day, and then it turns nighttime again. And then it stays nighttime half the day, then it'll start looping through again. Yeah. It works pretty well. Is this not... Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure that this actually is fine. It should be, but I haven't tested the new color gradient stuff. Whoa, it didn't change the day. Alright, something's odd here. It should be changing the day up here, but it's not. Now it changes the day. Alright, we got some debugging to work out. We're gonna drop a torch, will burn enemies? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna handle the lighting stuff right now. It's just kind of an experiment. But we'll see. I do want a day-night cycle just because there's some actual like gameplay that ties into it later on. So yeah, we'll figure that out as we continue on. I need to figure out why this is all sorts of broken though. It's time divided by day length. And it's cosine range. I'm gonna go ahead and just print what offset is. Just see what's going on here. I think it should just be... Oh, that's what's happening, isn't it? Alright, I figured out what the issue is. So what it's actually doing here is it's going forward, but then it just goes back. Yeah. So that's not necessarily what I want. Is that whole script the whole game? No, it's just, this is just like very high level stuff. Or not high level, I guess low level stuff. It's just kind of like saving the game, loading the game. This is just the kind of main controller for just some of the more, just a lot of the logic that isn't necessarily connected to like a individual object. So that's what this is all doing. A lot of the more global world stuff, you know, so. Hey, what's up, Saiku? How is it going? So I think what we might do here then instead is we're gonna say, all right, we're gonna open Desmos. Desmos is always good for figuring stuff out. So we have a variable that's constantly increasing called time. So we're gonna say daytime is 60. How about you? Pretty good. Yeah, we just recorded the raffle in the Q&A video, so hopefully that'll be up soon. So we have like 40 divided by 60. Yeah, so that works. So we have to do 60% day length. Okay, so what we can do, we can say is equal to time percent day length divided by day length. Just like that. Now that should give us what we want. What do you mean? Not declared. Day all? Oh, the one in the end I capitalized wrong. Does Godot have a wrap function? Oh, it might. It probably does. Yeah, it does. So yeah, I mean, I could wrap it. This is honestly literally what the wrap does. I got 9K now after Ace's stream. Oh, jeez. It's pretty good. You could do wrap F. Yeah, it just does an infinite loop. So that could work just the same way. But I already made the formula, so it's okay. So now this should actually loop through it like normal. I think what was happening before was it was just not right. Now I don't have to rely on sine and cosine, because then you have to start multiplying by pi and stuff. This is just nice and linear. And that's exactly what I want. Oh. Invalid float and int. Oh, day length is a float or an int. Let me go fix that. It should be a float. That's what wrap does. Isn't it better to use wrap because they add some optimization and readability? I mean, I guess I can. Let me take a close look at like the wrap function. Well, I'll just load it in here. What am I gonna add towards the dungeon? I wonder how long you're gonna go with the bit. We'll see. Yeah, it's in here. Sorry to ask us in Twitch chat, but did you send your recording for the Q&A? Yes, I did. It's in there. So I just want to make sure this does the exact same thing. Yeah, it just wraps between min and max. I mean, I can do it. We'll just put in... So the minimum is 0. Oh, first it's time. Oh, but see, this isn't actually what I want. Because it'll keep wrapping it through a lot, I think. Well, let's see here. I'm going to have to divide it anyways. It's such a... Doesn't really matter. It does the exact same thing. I'm not going to bother. Alright. So now this should... Excuse me? Oh, for that I think I have to do mod, like fmod. When you're doing it between floats. Wrapping equally or terms of keep the sign of x. Yeah. We have to just change this to fmod time, day length. Now that should work. Let's see. If you give access drive, not ban on Ponkle. I can't believe you're gonna get banned from Ponkle. That's a big fat F. Okay, it looks like it's doing it the right way now. I'm just gonna make sure. So that's our sky gradient. So it gets up to being white. Care about a video game more, or a video more than the best game on earth, which is way better than this bad game called Starground. Dang. I see how it is. So it should get dark and then it will wrap back around and be dark again. Let's see. So we're at day 1. It'll stay nighttime for a schminute. Give it just 1 second. Looks like we gotta hydrate. Oh, I gotta look at the screen. Yeah, it works. And then as soon as it hits the next day, it starts to lighten up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Time for a drink. Oh, there you go. Maybe give me access to the drive so I can ensure Slimy doesn't get access to the drive. Nah, we're okay. Heard me right at first. We were allies, now we're competing to date Ace. That's crazy. No, don't ban Psycho, please. Alright. Yes! I win! You lose, Slimy, you lose. Get destroyed. Okay, day-night cycle works. Funny thing is it will also work in the dungeon. Oh, I forgot to save the time, yeah. It's interesting how that works. So now if I go to the dungeon, it's also going to be looping through the day-night cycle. Which is interesting. You can see it do that right here. It's not necessarily what I want. It would be cool if the dungeons were dark, maybe. Or at least some specific rooms, perhaps? We'll see. There's some Project Zombie Forging type stuff. Oh, yeah. What's with the diamonds scattered? They're not diamonds, they're little mushrooms. Mushrooms and plants, yeah. Pretty epic stuff. Like mushrooms, yeah. Alright, day-night cycle works. I just wanted to make sure that was working. Oh no! Oh no, help! Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, okay. So day-night cycle does nothing right now, but it will someday. So now one thing that we can actually change in the day-night cycle is not make it 1 minute long. Let's make it probably 10 minutes, which would be 600 seconds. Yeah. Unless it should be a lot shorter. It could be like 5 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes. I think that's a pretty reasonable day length. Make the background dark for the dungeons. I probably will. The reason why it doesn't really work in the dungeons is because the background is actually just the whole project background. Will actually be back here. I gotta add torches, maybe. Oh my goodness. R equals / left 10 divided 10 to the power of curly brace left sine theta right 25 right. Put this on Desmos, okay. Oh, I got spoilers. I can't believe this. I'll put it on the right side. Whoa! It's fine, it's just a line. Can you believe this tomfoolery? Where'd it go? Huh? Am I crazy? No. Where did it go? I don't see it anymore. It was too big? No. Kind of glowing mushrooms over torches. Oh, yeah. Wait, now it's here. Oh! Time to get banned on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, it was just really laggy. I tried to untoggle it, but it just took forever, I think. You ever seen a moonlight tower? Oh yeah, I've seen that. I watched that one video. Moonlight towers are pretty sick. They don't really make them anymore. But yeah, they just cast down moonlight. It's pretty cool. Nice drawing, we should add it to the game. I'll consider that. I'll consider that. No, I'm not gonna consider that. Sorry. All right, day-night cycle's working. I don't know if it's good for the player to start in darkness. You know, it's probably not super great. I mean, I also have a thing maybe where at a certain time of day, the player, like, light turns off. So, like, let's see what we got here. Like, I don't know. Oh, there's actually 2 lights in here. Let me delete this other one. Like, right around here, like, the light will turn off like that. Just because it's not really necessary to have it on when it's pretty much bright out. Player should start at the start of the day. Well, this is the start of the day. So, what's the point of darkness if you can still see? There's ideas I have for that. So the first off is I want the player to be able to build a Dyson sphere. And if you fully complete your Dyson sphere, or swarm, we'll see, it blocks out all the sunlight. And if there's no sun on the planet anymore, well, trees won't grow anymore. So I want there to actually be consequences for, like, doing stuff like that. Polluting the environment or building massive, huge structures in the solar system. Here, I'll show you what that is. So Dyson sphere, it's essentially just a sphere that surrounds a star, kind of like this. And it's just a more efficient way of, like, harvesting. It's just a bunch of solar panels, right? It's just a way to capture all of the energy from a star. And so this would be very end-game power source in the game. But essentially it would be like, if you do fully build out your Dyson sphere, like this one, I guess, then it blocks out the light, and then it will wreak havoc on the planet. So that's just one idea I had. We'll see about it. I know there's a whole game, this game, Dyson Sphere program. This is a fun game. I enjoy that game. I need to play it more. Kind of like this. Fully blocks out. Sounds like nuclear energy, but with less steps. I could maybe see that, I guess. I mean, it sounds like solar energy, but... well, because that's what it is. Well, I guess fusion... well, fusion is not nuclear. Well, nuclear fusion reaction. I guess it is nuclear. Boring idea. That's fair. You can say what you want. Yeah, then the light will turn on probably around here. Solar energy. That is true. Solar energy technically is nuclear energy. Yeah. You are correct. See, look, it's turning nighttime. Oh my goodness. So now it's nighttime. Maybe I'll make the daytime last longer than nighttime? I don't know. Let's see. But yeah. I'm a slime though, can't see how you're gonna make that feel good to build. I mean, the idea is that there would be some kind of like station to launch the solar panels into orbit around the sun. So it's not like something you're gonna build from the build menu or, you know. You would just input resources, it kind of builds the solar panel in the station and launches that. This would be like very end game. This is not like a early or mid game type of thing. This is like the ultimate power source. So make the game repeat on the sides, so it'll be infinite. So like you can walk to this one side and then you wrap around to the other side. I don't know, maybe. Like the rocket wild effect. Yeah, kind of like the rocket in Factorio where it's like you put in the resources. Oh, silo, yeah. Where you put in the resources and then it builds it and then does whatever. It would kind of work like that, yeah. No, it's just an idea. Other than that, I'll probably have like things that happen at night. Maybe specific fish that you can fish for or something like that. We'll see. I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I could. And it's in the game now. So. Alrighty. So yeah, big thing I want to work on today is the modular weapon system. So maybe we could kind of work on that. I can imagine a player on their first run. Wait, creepers during nighttime? Maybe. We probably won't have any enemies in the overworld. I can imagine a player on their first run does it. They can get confused why trees aren't growing anymore. It'll be obvious, like, the effects of it. It's not going to be something that you just have to be like, why isn't that? Like, it'll state, you know, in the machine, like, the effects of building this Dyson swarm. Like, it'll do all of these various things to the world. It'll stop tree growth and plant growth, all that stuff. I just want there to be, like, real effects in the world for doing stuff. So... an event that summons a lot of small chickens everywhere temporarily? Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to have, like, animals in the main area or not, but... are you actually going to be making a good game? Nah, it's fine. We don't have to make a good game, right? That's what the Fortnite devs are for, right? Totally. We all love Fortnite, right? We love their business practices. Yeah. Is there a limit on trees, rocks on the planet? Can you fill 100% but just wait? No, there is a limit. Right now the limit's 200. I actually just drastically increased it. Usually, before it was 50, but I decided maybe I should just increase that. Because 50 isn't actually really that many for a big map like this. But yeah, it's set to 200 now. But yeah. Only thing I love is you. Okay. I put a price on the collector's yet. Not yet. The reason why I haven't... yeah, I could use it. Well, I could load up my save, which actually has stuff. Oh, it's nighttime on this save. Yeah, I already have all the resources here. I do need to add a recipe to it, but I want to get crafting first implemented before then. Because it's too easy to just craft it with iron and stone and stuff, so... I want a more advanced requirement for that. Shiny rock and tree, that's very rare. Maybe. I probably will have, like, implement some sort of, like, rarity thing into the game at some point with, like, certain resources are a lot more rare. But yeah. No, we actually thought of syncing into in-game time. Oh, yeah. I have all the... I set it up so that you can save the world data now. So one of the things to save in the world data is the global time. Thought it was a client thing? Oh, nah. Because the whole thing with the day and night cycle, I want it to have like a very meaningful impact on gameplay. Everything I'm adding to this game is only added for a very practical and gameplay purpose. Like if I'm going to add a day-night cycle, I don't want it to just be a vanity thing, and like it is in a lot of games. I want it to actually mean something. So, and if I don't save the world time, you can kind of cheese the game a little bit. So that's not really great. Power that you give to the player that gives you like a jump. So like you could jump over obstacles. It could be interesting. I can see a lot of technical challenges with that though. What if you make the beast sleep at night? Oh, that could be interesting, yeah. The only problem is it would deactivate all your miners if you build a Dyson swarm or sphere, but yeah. That could be cool though. Maybe I will do that actually. Nothing should be tacked on mentality. Yeah, I mean, at least for now. Because I need to get like the game set for the playtesting soon, so I'm trying to make everything I'm adding now is very meaningful. So if the bees are mechanical, they wouldn't sleep. Yeah, I mean, they don't look very mechanical. The sprite I did, just because it's hard to make it look like a bee still, but not be yellow. That's kind of the issue. I don't know. Add caffeine. Oh yeah, so they could drink the caffeine and then work. That could be interesting. Smaller islands but multiple islands. I'll probably add, yeah, I was thinking about that. One thing we want to do is add just some tiny islands around, not necessarily for more build space, but there would be some islands that have very specific resources, so like rare resources, so you have to actually kind of bring them into your factory. Looks cool. Hey, well, thank you. Appreciate that. The game is called Starground. It's a multiplayer game with kind of a combo of dungeoning and automation. So you can build like conveyors if you want. I have some conveyors over here I can mine. This is just save might look familiar if you're in the Discord server. But yeah, you can automate stuff, these collectors, these grab resources. Let's move some items out of there. Oh, of course, a resource spawns right in front. Gotta love it. You can plop down some furnaces. Get these conveyors moving through. Get movers set up. And you can just, yeah, start to, you know, traditional automation gameplay. Then you also have the dungeoning side of things. So over here we have the star launcher, and this sends you to the dungeons. Lighting's a little weird here right now, but you can go through and enemies spawn, and you have to kill the enemies. But yeah. Develop some hacks for this game when it comes out. Of course, for research. Yeah, definitely only research purposes for sure. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if people find exploits and stuff. So just make it that they need light, so if you place a torch on anything close to the collector, the bees... Oh, that could be a... Yeah, actually, I like that idea. You just have to light it up for the bees. Yeah. I kind of like that. Oh, shoot. And there's actually a reason to light up your place. It's actually hard to find the exits in the dungeons now. It's just a lot of running around looking for it. Of course there'll be the mini-map later, but... Where is it, bro? I mean, it could be through here. Oh no. Okay, it's not down here. Use research never malice. Dive into the water, collect a rare item that's not farmable? Maybe. That could be an interesting idea. I probably will add fishing, but... Be battery research, maybe reduced range at night. That could be cool too, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of options, a lot of ways I could kind of implement that in. So maybe we can up his Cybris, the dungeon. Ooh. Is that dungeon procedural? Yeah, it is procedural. It's always random every time, so... Man, where am I going? I'm lost, guys. This would be a lot easier with the mini-map, of course, because then you can actually see where you've been before. I just haven't added it yet. Okay, this is like the start room. I swear. Wait, what? Enemies didn't spawn in here. That's very interesting. Is that just a fluke? Oh, okay. In here? Come on, I feel like we're getting close. It's gotta be here. Yes! Oh my god. Okay, we're out of there. Alright, anyways, I guess we can go ahead and start jumping into procedural generation stuff. Or not procedural. Modular weapons. So, first off, we just have to actually make it so that you can... Oh, eyeball. Actually, it does, yeah, it looks like an eyeball. You just add a pupil. And then... some veins. You guys like my eyeball? What do you guys think of my eyeball? When you add a Zexy vignette, easy and big improvement. I might. I mean, I don't know. Vignette isn't really a huge improvement, but I can see how it looks. Special ability, you can place block or turret in dungeon. I was actually thinking about that, having like a special dungeon that you can build turrets in. It would probably be separate from the regular dungeons, though. Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool. Alright, so yeah, we need to draw out some sprites for the weapons. So there's all sorts of different sizes we could go with. I mean, the whole thing that we have to keep in mind with a modular weapon is it has to be in, like, pieces. So we don't want it to be too big. Like, maybe we could say 8. I say right now we just make a really basic sword. So this will be the handle. You're out, don't let chat bully too much. Alright. Thank you, Ace. This is the handle? What do you guys think of the handle? You like the handle? Oh, I bet you guys like the handle. So let's actually load this up into like a bigger area. So, We have the handle. Let's also get the player size just for reference in here. So that's how big the player is. Then we have to have like a hand guard. It'll probably just be something like that. For the handle, I might actually do this. I keep the top not outlined. And then a blade would probably just be like, oh, I don't know, 16 long. Oops. Maybe we'll do like, maybe something like that. Nah, it looks kind of stupid. We'll just do that. How do you code a modular weapon system? Yeah, I mean, it's not something that's super obvious. Right now my plan is just essentially breaking these pieces up like this. The modular components of the weapon, if you will. This is 4 by 5. That's okay, I guess. It doesn't really matter what these sprite sizes are, honestly. Then what we'll be able to do is have some station where you can combine these pieces together. So there'll just be like a master node or main node for the weapon. And then we'll have 3 parts, which is the handle, the handguard, and the blade. And there'll be all sorts of combinations of this. So for example, maybe one handle's like this. Like a really long like pole, you know? And that could be one option. There's all sorts of different things we could do. And instead of like a blade like that, maybe you just have like a little, just like a little spearhead, you know? You could do a spear. There's all sorts of different ways. But really the whole core concept of it is just getting some basic sprites, knowing how tall the sprite is and offsetting it. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Hey, Midnight Games, welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these into their own sprites. I am getting a call. I will be right back. Okay, I called them back and then they didn't pick up. Oh well. They're probably gonna call right back. But we'll wait. Oh, there they go. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Alright, anyways. how do you make the sprite change when you're making a modular weapon system? Well, there's a lot of ways you could go about that. I mean, what I'm going to do is have like a workstation. Essentially, it'll just, you can put the pieces into the workstation, then it'll have just a list of the paths to the sprites. And then you can just run the load function on the sprite, and it'll convert that sprite node into the whatever sprite you want. So it's pretty straightforward. How long have you worked on the game? I'm curious. I've worked on this now for about 2 months, I'd say. Yeah, progress has been going well. A lot of that time was just trying to get multiplayer kind of set up and stable. But yeah, it's been going well. Handguard, sword. I guess this doesn't necessarily always have to be a literal handguard. Congrats, thank you, appreciate it. And this will be blade, sword. And I might even add other types, like maybe you can make your weapon ranged, stuff like that, so yeah. Let's go ahead and close out this now. So, what we can do... How do you get to the server? Well, to connect to people, you have to get their public IP, which I'm not gonna be giving out my public IP to anybody. But let's see, we'll be on Steam. Yeah, so it'll be on Steam and itch.io. On Steam, what you can do is you can just invite friends from your friends list, and Steam does all the hard parts for you with port forwarding and stuff. So it'll be easy to connect that way. Right now, though, if you're not running it on Steam or running it on itch.io, you just have to click host. If you're on the same network, you just press connect, but otherwise you have to put in their public IP. So that's how that will be. Yeah, multiplayer works well. I mean, but yeah, that's how it's going anyways. I realized did the modulate thing, it makes the laser kind of weird. That's fine. All right. Are multiple hosts on the same network handled? Not real. I mean, what you could do if you want, you can change the port, and then that should be okay. Because otherwise, if you're just right now, I don't have that set up. Like, if you can only have one host on the same network. But yeah, on Steam, of course, it'll be easy to set that up since it's more of a direct connection. Will it be free or will it cost money? Oh, no, no problem. You can ask as many questions as you want. I'm always happy to answer. So, right now we're planning anywhere from $5 to $10. Definitely trying to keep it affordable. That'll also be localized to each country. So, but yeah. That's the plan right now anyways. So let's see what's next. Inside the player then, what we can do is let's just add a node 2D. Just call it weapon. And we'll just have this like up here. And then as a child of this node, we can add a bunch of sprites. Oops. Could even do like animated weapons. We'll see. We'll just have 3 sprites. Handle, and guard, and blade. I was like, fair price? Yeah, I want to keep it like pretty accessible to everybody, but you know. Of course, it is a lot of work, so I do want to maybe make a little bit of money. I've honestly never done pixel art, but it seems hard. It's not too bad. I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But really, it's just start small, learn the kind of core concepts of just how to draw in general, really, first. You know, understanding, like, shape and structure is super important for pixel art. Even more so than traditional art, I would say. Yeah, definitely watch plenty of tutorials. There's always good stuff there. But yeah. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll kind of procedurally set up these offsets and things like that. So we're going to create a new function in the player. This will just be function set weapon. And I'll just pass in a dictionary with weapon info. So we're going to say weapon handle equals load weapon data dot handle handle sprite. I was thinking of making like an RPG game. Oh yeah, that'd be interesting. What ideas did you have for that? Oh, I have to say dot texture. Then we have the handle. We also have the hand guard. I might rename that to like binding, just because it's not always going to be a hand guard specifically, but yeah. So I haven't really thought about what the character would be. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally fine. It takes a long time to kind of come up with good ideas for stuff. Okay, blade sprite. Hand guard sprite. Okay. So we're going to say the handle. We're going to say the handle offset equals... I know there's probably a way to get the like height of a sprite in Godot. Let me check on that. Oh, you just do get height, get width. Okay. Dot y equals so weapon handle dot texture dot get height. Alright. Yeah, this is the texture class. I'm just gonna double check this, make sure I'm not doing it bad. Inherited by texture 2D. Okay, so we can get height. Yeah, we're all good. So, for example, this one will need an offset of... So we need to do get height divided by 2. And then we'll just repeat that for all these different components. The blade... Then the handguard. All right. That should work pretty well. What we also need to do is say the negative of height divided by 2. Okay. Sorry, I'm a saving fiend. We also need to set positions. So, of course, the handle will have to, yeah. Oops. So handle will start being 0. That's all good. And then we're going to say the handguard dot position y is equal to the height of the handle. And then the blade height will be the height of the handguard. Handguard. Yeah, and we'll see how that looks in game. What I'm gonna do here, just in the ready event really quick. Invisible, yeah. We're going to run set weapon. And we're just gonna do weapon data equals this. So handle sprite, handguard sprite, then we have blade sprite. And now we can define these keys. So the handle sprite will be res sprites, handle sword, PNG. And I'm just going to copy this whole line, make that a variable. So then handguard sword, and then blade sword. And we're just going to do that. Okay, so we're going to see what this does. Hopefully it should kind of stack the sprites on top of each other correctly, but usually doesn't work out right the first time. Ooh, I did it inverse. I have to... I realized one mistake I made here. Yeah. So the height... We have to say it's the negative of the height. There we go. Okay. Let's check on that now. So it's just going to kind of float next to the player. Yeah, so we can see it's a little off. That is fine. We'll figure this out. So it looks like the handle and the hand guard is okay. The problem is that the blade is not lining up properly. Hand guard. Oh, right. This is the issue. Now that should be good. We'll have to reload this. And then what I need to do is make it so this weapon will kind of circle around the player. That's easy. And then the other thing is having to figure out how we're going to swap tools, that kind of thing. We'll see on that. We might just have like a little bit of a hot bar at the bottom. Alright, so you can see the weapons all lined up now. Actually, not entirely, but pretty close. Could be that there's integer division happening here. Yeah, that's likely what's happening. Here, I'm just gonna comment this out for now. Should be okay. Handguard plus the handle. Yeah. Go ahead and try that. And while we're here, just to make it easy, we're going to, in here, you can say like this one. Then inside of process, we're just going to say weapon, and then we can set the rotation. Actually, we can just do this, make it easy for ourselves right now. So we're getting the position from the weapon, and then we're getting it to the target position. We'll just get it to the, what is it, cursor? Yeah, cursor.global position. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now it should rotate the weapon around and it'll angle at wherever you're pointing. it might change how that works. I just want to make sure I'm getting the rotation kind of working here. Yeah, so we can see it rotates around and follows the cursor now. Yeah. And I'll probably have it so like it rotates up here, but then as soon as the mouse like swaps or goes past a certain point, it changes the direction. That kind of thing. Like if it goes halfway here, it'll flip to the other side. Just so it always stays on the top. If that makes any sense. But the weapon does get built correctly. I do want to change sort of how this is going here. So, let's see. So this is all good here. Then right here. So I want to change it if it goes past it like that. So we can do that in the code here. So we're gonna say this is all good, getting the angle. So let's actually print what this angle is. And I'm gonna disable printing the time because that's kind of clogging up the output a little bit. Okay. So now we can see the angle here. So the angle here is, yeah, 1.5 of pi or whatever. All right. Discord, yeah. So if it's on the right side, we want it to... So pointing to the right is 0. So that's kind of our absolute point here. So then we're going to say if it's less than... Yeah. Ignore my funny Teams notification, please. What's the process of it? Oh, it's inside the player. Okay. So we're just gonna do this. Our weapon rotation. So if weapon rotation is less than negative pi divided by 2. Actually, I think we're just gonna say... Okay. Well, actually, we'll do this, yeah. Right, so if it's less than the up point, so say the weapon's here, it'll flip to the other side. At least that's what we want. Otherwise, it'll equal that, but negative. Try that. So that's almost what I want. Except then it goes the other way. Right? Like I still want it to go that way. So I think actually what we'll just say is plus pi. I think that'll work for us here. Yeah. So now we can see how the weapon kind of rotates around. So the cursor's to the right. Yeah. And it'll also flip the player sprite. So I'll have to get around to doing that. It's pretty much what I want. I'll be refining it and stuff, of course. But... Okay. Hello from Brazil. Welcome to the stream. So then I'm also going to manually set the player position down here, the direction actually. So not mining, and we're just going to say weapon is not visible. Because then otherwise we'll just be setting the direction manually. It's up here in the process. Oops, down here in the process. So direction will be equal to -1. So now the player will always kind of follow the direction of the sword. And I do have it flipped. So let's fix that. Reopen the game. Another thing I want to do is set kind of a offset position for the sword. I'll explain what I mean by that in 1 second. So right here, the sword is kind of like, I want it to be in the front of the player over here. So we'll do that as well. Yeah. So now it'll always be pointing in the proper direction here. I might also add a, let's see here. Just a pi divided by 2. Same here as well. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so then that points straight. And that might actually be okay. I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer. Like having the weapon point straight to the cursor, or kind of at an angle. We'll have to think about that. I think for now I might just leave it like that. Which, if we're actually doing that, then I can just save this instead. Like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, Microsoft Teams, stop. Literally stop. Alright, so I need to decide how I'm actually gonna have this like weapon thing equipable, right? So there could be multiple other tools that the player can access later on, but at least just for now. There's really main two tools. I'm just gonna kind of give myself a visual representation of this. So we have like the mining laser. I don't know, it's something like this with like the, I don't know. Whatever. It's a mining laser. You get the idea. It's totally not anything else. And then we want weapon. It's a stupid weapon, but yeah. And I might just do like a hotbar at the bottom. You can scroll between them. Of course, if you don't actually have a weapon. I just am trying to decide if I want this to be like something you can drop and stuff, you know. And there are some pros and cons. I don't know. One pro of having it being like a droppable weapon is that you can make a weapon and then give it to one of your friends, which is cool and all. I don't know. Otherwise, we just make the components of it droppable. And that would work too. essentially the weapon would just be kind of like a static slot in your inventory. That might work better just gameplay wise. I don't know. Options. Let's see. I gotta message someone real quick here. Okay, sorry about that. Oh my god. Can I like... I don't want to disable the notifications though. I do need those notifications for school. But Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I'm just going to have the weapon be kind of like a static thing. Just attached and linked to every player. Rather than having it be as like an item in your inventory. Because the other issue is, like, for example, if you... I mean, you have a bunch of inventory slots, right? I don't really want a player to be able to bring in, like, 20 weapons with them, right? I want there to be a compromise. I want it to be like, you know... What weapons do I really... What do I really value in this one weapon that I can bring into the dungeon, you know? That kind of thing. Of course, I might add, like, multiple weapon slots. I might do, like, 2 slots or something, but I want it to be very, you know... I actually have to think a little bit about it. Might also have the mining laser do, like, minor damage to the enemies just as sort of like a starting weapon, but I don't want it to actually be a good weapon. It would be pretty awful as a weapon. So, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, so we just need to add sort of a system now to scroll between stuff. So if we go to the player scene, what we really need is we need a bar at the bottom for the hot bar. So we'll go into the canvas. After I sneeze. Excuse me. We're going to add a margin. Inside there, we're just going to do 2 sprites. Duplicate it. Mining. Laser slot. Well, actually, instead of these, what we're going to do is textures. Change this one also to a texture. All right. Now I'm going to say I want this margin at the center bottom. We can go ahead and load in our stuff here. So I want the inventory slot frame. Yeah. That. Give me one moment. Forgot to remove the... this is actually printing from the player. This is the weapon rotation. So I can just do that, and now we're good. Now that I have the rotation kind of set, I don't need that anymore. So for the toolbar, we're going to do an HBox container, and this will put these in order, kind of like that. Ignore that this is weird. So we're just going to say keep size. So we just had to set a minimum size for this. Oh, I don't know why this is... Oh, I just didn't assign a sprite. Where is it? Right there. Instead of keep size, I want fit width. So now these will stay the same size. HBox container, yeah. So we got the 2 slots. The first one will be for the mining laser. Then we also have the weapon. I might increase the size of these a little bit. They are kind of tiny. Maybe make them 32. Oh, I see. That'll essentially control the size of these. We need to make it keep the aspect ratio. Well, yeah, this should keep the aspect ratio, the fit width. So we should be good. All right. Yeah, we can adjust this size. We'll have to see what we really want. Then in each slot, I do have to leave in just one moment, unfortunately. But let's try to hurry up and do this. I'll be back, of course, after. But so we'll have sort of the mining laser in here. And this will just be a little representation that, yeah, this is actually the slot, right? I'll probably put a margin on this and make it smaller because it is big. Then over here will just be whatever your weapon is. And I'll have to build that whole, like, sprite thing for that, right? But it'll just be, you know, whatever we need there. All right, I do have to leave for a little bit. Let me put up my... No, I'll come back. I just have to put up my, where was it? Right here. Be right back. Okay. You're gonna get compensated for the last time. I will try. I am very busy these days. It's hard to fit everything in, you know, especially just with... Sorry, I'm just getting that set up. Especially with, you know, all the school stuff I have to do today. It's hard to stream for a long time. But hey, I'll try. Is that good there? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. Yeah, it's your art. It's epic. Okay, I do apologize for having to leave. It's just, I've got a lot of things to do today. I'll be right back, though. I'll be back in hopefully not too long. Okay, I apologize. Bye. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry about that. Give me 1 minute here and I can turn my webcam. Hey, what's up, Pringles Tuna? Welcome. Okay, let's see. Where's the webcam? There we go. Huh? Why is it raised up? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Get rid of the BRB screen. Okay, we're good. Alrighty. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to help with a few groceries. It's scissors. Hold on. Got some crackers. YouTube's my main notice of your live. Oh, okay, yeah. You're having issues with Twitch, yeah. Sorry, that's probably annoying. All the crinkling. There we go. I have hummus. Hey, Abraham P, what's up? How's my day? It's been pretty good. We recorded the 1,000 sub special Q&A and raffle today, so hopefully we'll get that up this week. No promises from when that will be up, but did you win? I cannot confirm or deny that. You'll have to wait and see when the video comes out to see who won. So yeah. We're confirmed. Maybe. Okay. Alright, these crackers are good with the sauce. Oh my goodness. We got some hummus. Hummus. It's an interesting hummus. Not what I'm used to. It's very earthy. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyways, I was working on the toolbar, yeah. This is for the swapping between the weapon and the mining laser. Oh. Goodness. Sorry. So what I'm going to do inside a process... No. I'm going to say... Oh. If, what's the word here? This action just pressed, and we're going to say... Scroll up. We're also going to do scroll down. Oh my goodness. Oh my Glebgorb. Yeah. So this is just for scrolling through, checking which one's selected. I'm going to have another variable up here, which is selected tool. We'll just say the index is 0. So if you scroll up, we're going to say tool plus equals 1. Otherwise, select a tool -1. We're also going to say selected tool is equal to, we're going to use the wrap function. Wrap I. So the value between 5 and 10. So it's going to be between 0 and 1. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to say this. Yeah. And then I'm also going to, on both of these, run a function. Which function? Just trying to think here. Sorry, I gotta get more crackers. Hold up. Sorry for eating crackers. I don't want to be annoying and eat on stream, but you know, I don't have much time else to. Okay. Okay, we'll just run this function, which is change tool. And then up here, cplunk change tool. So now we can just go ahead and check what is the current tool. Okay. So if it's 0, it will be the mining laser. Yeah. We're gonna make the weapon visible if it is the weapon that's visible. Of course we would. Okay. So that should be pretty much all we need there. Down inside here in the script, we're just gonna say if let's see here. Here, start mining. So if you click mine, as long as the selected tool is actually the mining laser. Okay, this should work. Let's go ahead and give it a try here, shall we? Okay, so we have the sword selected. Now we can scroll. Now we're on the mining laser. Okay. Scrolling doesn't seem to be working anymore. It could be because this warp eye or wrap eye function is not exactly what I want here. We're just gonna do our good old modulo function. %2. Yeah. That should work just fine. Let's give that a try. Okay. Swap to the laser. Okay. That's not working. Just so I can see what's happening here, I'm just going to print out the selected tool. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, well, that would be why. I don't know why that isn't oh, it's doing 1%. Okay. This is why you use parentheses, my friends. Parentheses are very good. Lets you control the math. Yeah. Just caught that, yeah. But I appreciate it. Sorry for all the crunching. I don't know if it picks up on the mic, but looks like sometimes it does a little bit, so sorry. Okay, almost. Pretty close. ASMR. Nah, ASMR is gross. I'm gonna be real. I hate ASMR. It makes me feel yucky. Just the close crunching and munching and whispering. Not my thing. This negative modulo just... I guess it does. I thought that this would make it positive. But it doesn't. It's okay, we'll just say ABS. So in C++ it doesn't now. And I'm used to it now. Oh, really? Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess it does work just fine with negatives. It is weird, yeah, because I'm usually used to it only working on positive numbers, but the more you know. Negative modulus depending on the language. Okay. I feel like all the ones I've used, it's not worked, but I don't know. Alright, so I think this is working. So on 0, then we have 1 for the weapon. Yeah. Alright, you can actually pick your weapon now. You can select your weapon. So, we're going to need a lot of things to really get this working properly. First big one, of course, is... Hold on 1 second here. Okay. I'm pretty much out of hummus now, unfortunately. I'll scoop up the rest, it's okay. Oh, okay. Huh. That's a little funny. Not to fix that. So now the weapon's actually in front of the player. I think this is feeling decent. I need to make it so you can actually, like, swing it, of course. Because you can't do that right now. So we're just gonna have more code here. Oh, this is in the wrong place. That'll cause a lot of issues here. Yeah, there's actually some more things here that I need to change. All of this stuff, all the health bar, all of this stuff, this should go inside of here. Because this should only be running if you're actually the player, right? I don't want it to run on the server also, or on the client also. Okay. I'm just gonna eat the rest of this hummus. There's all these grooves, I can't get the crackers out. Sorry, this is gross. I know you didn't come here to see me eat. You came here to see me add epic weapons. And I will, I'm working on it. Technically the weapon is in the game, albeit in a very simple form. But okay. Anyways. Well, actually, I realized. I have more sauce I have to eat up, I'm sorry. God, I'm a little gobloid. Okay, no more hummus, no more sauce. Might still eat a cracker here and there. So inside of this event here, ooh, let's see, we actually need to do this. If can interact. We're just gonna say swap tools. Okay. Sorry about the crackers. I'm gonna eat a few more and then stop. Oh. No more. No more crackers. Where's my water? Okay. I don't know how well you tolerate me. Oh, we got a posture check. Yeah. Getting postured up. So we can change the tool. We can actually select our weapon. Now, another thing I want in each weapon. So let's do this. So in change, not in change tool, but in wherever it is, new weapon, set weapon. Inside the weapon data here, I also want some variables for the actual, like, you know, qualities of the weapon. So we're going to have damage. And reach will just kind of be defined based off of the actual, like, appearance of the weapon. So that's fine. But damage is something specific. We'll say, like, damage will be 2 on the basic blade. Okay. Then we'll also have reach. I might have to break this up into multiple components here. So I think what I'm actually going to do is do this. So handle, and that in and of itself is its own dictionary. Handguard sprite. Back, went to watch a video when you left, forgot to come up. Ah, okay, well, welcome back. Then, or not handguard sprite, just handguard. Okay, so this will actually be based off of the variables in all of these. You missing? Oh yeah, I was missing commas. And handguard. Okay, so now what we can do inside of these, if I wanted to modify the damage, I can just say add the damage key. And the last one still, yeah, I was just moving it up into the thing, so should be good now. So I'll set it with all that weapon data. This will be kind of generated more dynamically. I'm just hard coding it in here just to test it, of course, but it'll be better. So now in here, we're going to say, instead of this, we're going to say weapon data dot handle. So that's all good. Yeah. Open data dot whatever in here. Blade. Then handguard. Yeah, again, I might change that to binding or whatever. We'll see. It's because it's not always going to be a handguard. If you have like a ranged weapon or a gun, you don't really have a handguard on a gun, you know? That's the thing. So. Alrighty. Shouldn't the weapons extend a general weapon class? That way you can easily make custom weapon animations or behavior. Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I just have it in as a dictionary. So you're saying, like, essentially just create a class and then that has its own variables and functions inside of that? Because I could definitely do that. Thing is, it's like, I'm gonna need... The pieces will really drastically change the weapon. It's not like there's just gonna be one static, like, this is a sword weapon. Like, it's really dependent upon the individual parts. So I could do a class. I mean, that's something I might do later. I'm just gonna get this working first, probably. Like, once I actually make the items, I might do a class. I don't know. I've done everything with dictionaries so far, which has worked well for me. I could change it to, yeah, like a resource class or whatever. Oh. I've not bothered yet. Okay. Set the weapon. So now we actually have the damage, so we can say in here, when we set the weapon. Well, actually, let's say here, weapon damage. We'll just say the mining laser is 1. Equals, for now, I'll just say weapon data dot blade dot damage. Yep. So weapon damage is always the weapon of the currently equipped weapon. Of course, if, let's see in here. Oh yeah, inside of our set tool function, change tool function, that's where we'll like change the actual variables. So if it's 0, we're gonna say, or I think there should just be damage, yeah, is equal to 1, else damage will be equal to weapon damage. And there's plenty of other variables we'll change in here too. We have like the cooldown variables, which I need to move out of the enemy. But yeah, we'll do all that. And then attack range as well. For enemies, that's fine, basic. I probably won't necessarily do attack range. I'll just do, yeah. I'll figure that out. I think I'll just have a hitbox of like the whole weapon, you know. And whatever enemies get hit in that box, and that's what happens, you know. Okay. A spear would have actually been easier to implement, but why make it easier for myself, right? I like to jump into the most difficult possible way to do it. Might have to do a little bit of a shorter stream today. I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. I hate to do such a short stream, but I still have a massive school assignment due tonight. Yeah. But we'll still go for like another hour. Right. And also another thing we could have down in the toolbar is like tools. It doesn't always have to be a weapon, like a fishing rod or something like that, you know? So I might change all this stuff, so instead of the mining function, it just is like the action function, you know? Then mining timer could just be kind of turned into a cooldown. Just trying to think of ways I can kind of make it all sort of the same function. If it makes sense. Alrighty. So one thing I'll do here is reset that. We'll just move the weapon down above all this stuff. Like right there. Okay, let's go ahead into go into the enemy script here. So there's two things in here. We have the exit time. We probably won't use that for the player, but we do have the cooldown and current cooldown, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and move that into the entity class here. Cooldown variables. We have HP variable. Attack range, which, you know, again, isn't really used per se. Is enemy class all good in here? Yeah, we're good here. So now, instead of the player, we can go to the... let's get rid of that function there. Change tools, so we'll say cooldown is equal to 0, because if you're using the mining tool, there's not really a cooldown to activating the laser, right? Also just say current cooldown also equals cooldown. Actually, current cooldown will always be 0 when you first equip a weapon, right? Could be some potential exploits at that. Well, I'll look into that. Otherwise, actually, this is what we'll do. Cooldown is equal to weapon cooldown. Whatever, equal to 0, doesn't really matter. Then we'll also define the cooldown. Maybe that could be attached to the handguard, we'll see. This will just be the cooldown in terms of seconds. We'll just say 1 second. So now in here, we're going to say is equal to weapon data dot handguard dot cooldown. Okay. So now we can change this whole function from mining to like action. You know. Okay. So I'm just going to search everywhere for mining, specifically a reference to that function. Looks like it really only happens once, so we're just going to say cool action. Let's just go find this one. Tool action. Okay. So we don't really have to do any of this. What we'll do instead is in change tool, we'll just make that visible always now. Okay, that's all good. I'm just gonna rename this action. It's not mine, but it's just action. Actually, I'll just call it tool action. Then we have to change it in here. Oops. Oh, I'll change it from mine. There we go. Let me see if I reference mine. Looks like we're good on that. Let's see, where is it? Can't interact. This is where we start mining, right? Yeah. No, this is not where we start mining. Down here is where we start mining. So I don't know why I have that there. I think it's left over from when I move stuff. So this doesn't necessarily have to be selected tool 0 anymore. Now we'll go ahead and do the cooldown. I gotta commit on a branch with git command line. Feel like I should have gotten here sooner. That's fine. All the time in the world to do stuff. It's good that you did it. There's plenty of people I know that have not. Me. Well, I've used it before, but you know, I just prefer GUI stuff, honestly. Okay, so what we can do here, we can start the cooldown. So if current cooldown is less than or equal to 0, then you can do it. And in here we're just gonna say, so if you press it, then current cooldown is equal to cooldown. Let's see here. Might actually not do his action, or yeah, his action press. It's good. So if it's not, then we say current cooldown minus equals 1 times delta. Yes. I also made Linux instead of Windows, kind of predisposed. Yeah, to command line stuff. That's fair. I could totally see in that case like why you would prefer command line stuff. But yeah. So I have a thing here, is mining. I have to change that. Yeah, this isn't gonna fly here. This is happening every frame. So we're just gonna say down here, instead of that, we're just gonna do the tool action. And that should stay true as long as you're holding down the thing. So these are all the things we're gonna have to change. Some of this we won't. We'll see. Actually, we can keep that, but we just won't do the tool action here. So we won't change the mining hand visibility thing anymore. But that'll all be good there. Is mining and selected tools equal to 0? Okay. So let's just make sure I didn't break everything. I probably did. Let's be real. But who knows? Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's okay. Whoa, don't tell me this is... What happened to Reddit? Whoa. I was there just for looking up a Godot question. I'm just on the main Godot page. It's crazy. Do you see this? This is insane. Huh. Okay. Alright, I'm on the mining laser. Alright, this seems good. Looks like we can still mine just like normal. And then we can also do our sword action here. Yes. Okay. Did not break everything. Yeah, whoa indeed. It's very surprising. That's a total change of the whole Reddit aesthetic. I'm gonna have to get used to it all again now. I wonder if it changed on mobile also. Let me check it. No, it's still the same on mobile. But website is way different. That's crazy. So now what I want to do in here is go to the tool action function. What Reddit UI? Yeah, Reddit massive UI update. See this? This is crazy. It looks insane. This is the Godot subreddit. It looks a lot like oh my god, it's playing audio. Just a lot like other platforms now, I guess. Honestly, it looks a lot more like Twitter now. It's just all more smooth and modern. It's just so weird seeing Reddit like this, though, you know? Usually it's like... Oh, I'm sorry for all the noises. Go to oldreddit.com. Try that out. Oh, yeah, this is the classic Reddit, but... yeah. Reddit's been like that for... It hasn't been like this, no. At least not for me. This is way different. I don't know. Unless I just didn't get updated for some reason. Ah, whatever. I don't know. Crazy. It was like that? Well, they... Big companies are always rolling things out in waves. Hasn't changed at all on PC. Well, it has for me. Maybe you... I don't know. Have the... For some reason you're in the early beta for the new visuals of it. They always do that. YouTube does the same thing. Discord does the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why. Okay, we got swapping tools. Where's the actual like tool action? Okay, here we go. So this is happening every frame. So there's a lot of stuff in here that we don't need to do. A/B testing, yeah. Well, A/B testing partially, also just like, just beta rollouts kind of. It's not always necessarily A/B, because I see it happen all the time in Discord. Just recently with like the whole, there's like the little icon or whatever that you can like set as a status. What is that thing called? It's like a newer thing. Well, for example, just with like the super reactions, I remember when that first came out, I didn't have access to it, but a lot of my friends did. So it's just that constant, like, we're going to give this to a small amount of people to try out and then see how many error reports or, you know, complaints we get about that feature. And then they just keep rolling it out to more people. Activity, yeah, same thing happened to activities. Happens all the time. So now instead of this, certain servers got them at first. Yeah, I remember that. So we're just going to say if select the tool is equal to 0. Then do all of the mining stuff. Which is all of this stuff. that scale. Yeah. All right. Otherwise, if it's not the mining laser, it means it's just a regular weapon. And then we can do all that stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say print. Oh! This will just tell us how frequently this function's being ran. For the mining laser, it should be every single frame. But for example, with the sword, it will not be every frame. It will be every second. Okay, host. So we start with the mining laser. You can see that's every frame. Now in the sword, you can see that's once a second. Yeah. Alright, that's good. That is what I wanted. Mine stuff. And then slash stuff, yeah. So, for when you actually slash with the sword, I think what I'm gonna say is... we're just gonna say weapon.rotation. Actually, let's do this. Weapon rotation offset is equal to 90. Okay, there we go. Initially it'd be 0. And then we'll just be constantly lerping that towards 0 as well. Maybe not lerping it, we might be doing maybe smooth step. Let's try it. We're just gonna say in process. From and to, yeah. So from that to 0 to... smooth step gonna work how I want. It might. No. Let's ease. Just on an easing function defined with a curve. Okay. Yeah, I could use tweens for this also if I want. Let's try ease. So it'll just be that, 0.1. Might have to do like plus. I don't know, we'll see what this does. I've never actually used ease or smooth step in Godot, so I don't know exactly what it'll do. Then inside the tool thing, I think I already said to change it. Yeah, weapon rotation offset. Then what I have to do is inside of process. Weapon rotation is all that plus weapon rotation offset. Yeah, then we can just say weapon rotation. Actually, I won't add that there. I'll add it here. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. It's going to do some funny stuff, I bet. Oh, actually, I think this is not going to work. What is the ease function? Oops. I have to figure out ease. So this is what they do. Okay. So it's just returning a value, I'm assuming. Well, ease is not what I want. For now, I'll just do lerp. I'll make it look cooler later. Lerp from 2, which will be just 0. Then 1 minus power of 0.01 delta. Alrighty. Should just work, I think. Whoa! That's a little funny, isn't it? Oh, it's because it's 90. So funny. This should be degrees to radians. Like that. Now that'll fix that issue. Alright, so now it does just a little swing. Of course, it's a little funny when it's over here. It's still swinging the wrong way. So that's interesting. Okay, so what we'll just say is is there a way to just make something always negative? I'm trying to think of how we could do that. Because I know you could multiply by -1, but it'll just keep flip-flopping. I know how we could do it. Then we'll also say weapon rotation offset. It's right here. Equals ABS. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Okay, that should be good. So we stab. There we go. Yeah, now it always goes down, which is sort of what I wanted. It does make it a little hard to attack above your head. You know? It's easy to attack below. I'll probably just add like a... I don't know. Maybe I only want the player to be able to attack from the side, you know? Maybe that's what I want. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Let's change the ordering so it doesn't do that funny one frame where it's off. Yeah, maybe I just will make it so, like, you ideally want to attack in front of you. Might be easier that way. And of course you can attack below. I mean, you can attack above, it's just a little harder. Okay. We need a hand. We need a big mitt grabbing the sword, right? So it's hard to design this because it won't always be the same. Let's just go ahead and take it from the mining laser, shall we? Mining. I mine. I'm a miner. I'm not a miner anymore. I was for a long time. Where is it? Am I crazy? There it is. This will be the little hand. It's a little bigger than the handle maybe, but it's okay. This is a very small handle. So it makes sense that it would be kind of obscured, you know? Just gonna call this hand. Now, on the player, let's go over to the sword. To the weapon. And just for now, so I can see this. I think what I'll do is actually just settle these offsets. So this is 5 tall, right? So minus 2.5. Oops. And the offset on this one is tiny. Meow. 1.5. Yeah. Then the blade. Offset will be just around minus 8. Then position will be minus 5.5. Okay. I did not do this right. Minus 4. Minus 10.5. Alright. So now I have to figure out where I'm going to position the hand. Just add another sprite 2D. Load the hand. And some weapons might be two-handed, but I'll figure that out. Actually, there's no reason to have a two-handed weapon now I'm thinking about it. Never mind. So the hand we'll just have in the center of the hand guard. Or the handle, I mean. But like right there would be okay. There's a lot of code in here. But I guess that's just what happens. It wouldn't be that hard to separate this code up into more stuff. I'm not bothering, honestly. It's not in change tool. It's in this one up here, or whatever. This one. So now we're also gonna say weapon slash hand dot position y is equal to the handle. Yeah. Okay. So now there's going to be a hand. Did need the hand. Could use a hand. Oh, Discord sound. All right, I got the hand. I want to make the hand flip when you rotate the weapon. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That's just gonna be down in the process. And dot. Just get hand dot. Size.x is equal to direction. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Well, that's, I mean, scale. Whoopsies. Messed that one up. Alright, I start with the laser. Alright, there we go. I think I'm gonna change the position of this weapon. It's a little low. I'm also not crazy about how it pivots at the very bottom. That's good for something like a spear, probably. Maybe? I don't know. It's okay for now. So now we can attack things. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, guys? We can swap to the mining laser. That's interesting. Yeah, we have to change that. I just want it to like follow the direction the player is going, you know, if they're not actively mining. Or at least just leave it in the last rotation, but then flip it still. Okay, let's go do that. I think that's happening in the tool action event. Yeah. Yeah, right here. I'm just gonna take all of this and move it into funny over here. Not on hit, not on hit. There. Yeah, we're just gonna do not there. Actually, we could. Control, no, shift tab. Mining target position. Rotation. This will just be. weapon rotation. So you've got that, blah, 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 position, rotation. Okay. So now it should just always rotate regardless. I don't know if mining target will update its position if you're not actually mining. We'll see about that. Honestly, mining target could probably be... Well, no, we do need that. Oh, let's see what happens. Okay, we're good. That's a little funny, though. Okay, there's a few things in here I need to move up to the tool. So up in here on tool action. So the things I want moved in here is specifically the direction stuff. Hey, Fair Shooter 123, welcome to the stream. I'm working on some weapon stuff, just kind of getting the systems in place for that actually working. Getting there. I'm just fixing a few little visual things with the mining laser right now. So let me do this. There in tool action. Find the rotation. So I won't actually do any of that, but we'll set the direction. Actually, I'll do that. Otherwise, this scale will just be the same as direction. Which I guess then that means I don't have to do that. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Interesting. Good to see progress. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I can show off some of what I've added in just one moment here. So we're not setting direction here. Scale will always be that. Okay. Let's see how this looks. So now, like, if I'm... Still changes that. Interesting. Mining here, let's scale.x equals direction. Huh. This is setting the direction manually. Just making it visible. I don't know why it's not actually... or why it doesn't follow direction. Interesting. That's a little funny, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's okay to be able to hold the weapon back like that. It's just interesting that it does that. Let's get rid of that code. Let's see how this looks. I don't want any of that glitchiness, okay? Yeah. I guess it's okay that you can hold it backwards like that. I mean, the player will rotate. You can do some weird stuff. You can spam it really fast, and the player just kind of does this little crab walk. It's not even really an issue, but yeah. This one's always the direction it's pointing in. Yeah. Alright, I think I will move the weapon pivot point up, since it's what pin pivot point. I know it's not well, let's see. It's not necessarily the... Okay, that's the thing. It's not necessarily the pivot point. I think I'll change something in here real quick. Now we'll change the weapon position. So weapon, all we'll do is just move it up a little bit. Let's move it up to like right there, like -3. Okay. Now give that time. Alrighty. Yeah, that just feels like a better position for the weapon, you know. I need to make it so it's not visible by default, because then it does that. Oops. So let's just go ahead and say... and ready. Where's the... that should be at the top. We're just going to say... weapon.visible equals false. And we're also going to say by default the mining hand will be visible. Alrighty. Let's take a gander. It's not really necessary to be swapping the visibility if I just set it up right initially when I open the project, but it's really annoying for testing because sometimes I don't want it to be visible on screen, so it's like, I want to hide that, get it out of the way, you know? Alrighty. Yep, swap between the weapons. Put the mining laser out here. That still works just fine, like normal. Yeah. But now we can attack. Oh, that's a little funny. Have to fix that. Where's it under? Should be in process. So it's going to be in the interact section. Yeah. So as long as you're not actually pressing control, because that will zoom in and out. Okay. I guess we can make it so you can actually kill the enemies now, probably? I must check something first. Give me a moment. I heard that somebody was streaming today. Is he still playing Valorant? Gross. Valorant's gross. Okay. Valorant's fine, I guess, if that's your type of game. Okay. We're really close. So now we have to figure out exactly how we're gonna do like the attack. So we have the weapon. Let's close all that stuff for now. Okay, so weapon. We'll probably do like a collision event. think I have an idea for what we could do here. So we're actually going to create a new scene. I'm just going to call it enemy or player attack. Or actually just attack box. I'm going to change it into a static body. Add a collision shape. I would do collisions, but the issue with that always is it doesn't detect bodies that were already in it to begin with, which is really stupid. I wish there is a way to change that behavior. Unfortunately. Actually, instead this would be an area 2D. Unless it has overlapping bodies. I don't think it does. I don't know. We'll try something here. Also, the collision shape on this will just be a circle. We'll just set it to something like 16, one tile for now. So we're just going to say on the ready event, we're actually going to wait one frame. So bar frame delay equals 1. Then on physics process, frame delay is equal to 1. Else, and also Q3 here. Okay. So in that we'll say get overlapping bodies. Body and bodies. If body is entity, then we're going to say body dot take damage. And here we're just going to add var damage equals 0. Well, it'll be set to whatever it needs to be. Don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Okay. We're also going to have another thing. This is origin. And that'll just be a character body 2D or whatever. We're going to say as long as it was not the starting point. Well, let's see. I think what I might do actually is just say body is layer. So as long as it's not the player. Then inside the player. Okay. Now, whenever you attack, where are we? In tool action. I can delete that now. Okay. Oops. What did I call that again? Attack box. I'll just do this, actually. So it equals preload. We're going to say box.position, or global position is equal to weapon dot global position. We'll probably want to run a function for this to only create this on the server side. Do that. So we're just going to say func attack box, and this will be RPC any peer and call local. Just going to define damage for now. Do all that in here. We're just gonna say damage. Attack damage. And then we're just gonna say add child. Actually, we're just gonna say get parent. Add child box true. Okay. Create attack box. Alrighty. Don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here and on take damage. I'm just going to print self, or actually, just taking damage. Let's see what this does. Time for the big experiment. I don't know if has overlapping bodies is going to work how I think, but we're going to see. Alrighty, let's I screwed that up, that's okay. Let's let it save super quick. Go to dungeon. If we can go find an enemy. Whoa, we're getting so many loot rooms. Okay. Doesn't seem to be working. Let's also try swapping to the mining laser just to see. No. Okay. Let's see here then. How can I get this to work? What if for fun I just remove this line? Will that allow the player to damage themselves? That'll be an interesting experiment. Oh. Dang it. And crash the game. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's not working. I'm just gonna print something to make sure I'm actually creating these. Oh, see, I'm not. Now that's kind of interesting. So why am I not creating them? I have to figure that out now. So I'm running create attack box. It's just because I'm doing that. I don't know why it's not creating it. It's kind of weird. Oh, now it's just not working at all. What did I do? Weird. Huh, okay. Well, it is creating it. Yeah, this is frustrating. Ooh, I also have to make sure in collision detects all sorts of stuff. It could have been partially the problem. I'm just gonna print out what it's actually like seeing every frame. Just doesn't work like that. It's really frustrating. What if I set a higher frame delay? Doesn't make a difference. Okay. This will not work. I mean, how am I doing it in the collector, for example? I think I'm just grabbing all the resources and... That's stupid. Let's see if anyone has the same problem. A shape cast. So what is a shape cast? Well, I know the shape cast is like multiple ray casts, right? I mean, can I just make the shape cast like a circle? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Let's click the parent. Set the radius. Looks like it changes the shape automatically there. Okay. Collide with bodies. The question is, will this actually work how I think? So let's just change this whole thing to a shape cast then. Circle. It's probably not going to work. We'll give it a try, right? This also has get overlapping bodies, interestingly enough. I don't know if that's gonna work. Try it. Let's get the hydrate cameras. There we go. It's me right now. Oh. Oh, I see. Get collider. Can't I just say get colliders? Exceptions, set closing mask. Ooh. You can do immediate collision overlaps? Ooh. Force shapecast update, yeah. That's really interesting. That could change some problems I've been having. We can also just change this all to be in the ready event if I'm not mistaken. Then we're just gonna say Ryan range, get collision count. Get collider. I hope this works how I think it might. That would be epic. Let's see. Ooh, it just works, doesn't it? Sometimes it works. Interesting. Maybe it's because of the collision mask. It works once. It's very weird. I'm just gonna load up the dungeon real quick here. Let's see if we can actually... Whoa. Okay. So strange. Well, now we'll say as long as it's not the player. Let's go into the player. Yeah. I'm just gonna put in another variable to this, which is the actual position I want it to happen at. Oh. This will be mining target that global position. And this one will be weapon blade global position. Okay. Oops, almost broke everything. So let's see if this will actually kill enemies now. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. There's a big moment. Could be a big moment. I'm doing Git Collider. Oh, just want to make sure of something. Yeah. So I shouldn't be able to... Is chat dead? I think. I think so. I haven't seen anyone messaging recently. That's fine. Bug moment. Is it a bug? No. Or do you mean a bruh moment? Okay. I won't actually know if I'm harming the enemy. Right. Oh, they can't even die yet, actually. Ah, bruh moment, yeah. Oh, I definitely am hitting the enemies. That's really good. Okay. Okay. So now let's do this. Inside of the enemy, we're just gonna say on take damage. Oh, has died. Yeah. So now we're gonna go back to the enemy script. We're gonna say if has died. And we'll just do this before anything. Technically we'll do it after, I guess. Then Q free. I think we'll be able to actually kill enemies now. This is a crazy moment right here, guys, but it's gonna be insane. It could indeed perhaps be a crazy moment. Yeah, Q-Free just deletes the node from the scene. Q-Free is kind of the safe way of doing it. Because essentially Q-Free will still run through all the code before it. It only does it at the end of the frame. If you don't do Q-Free, you can end up with some weird stuff. There's one that's just, I think it's just free. Like this, yeah. That forcibly deletes the node instantly right at that moment. But if you ever have like a reference to the node or anything like that, it'll cause you all sorts of weird problems. So, want to try ever avoid using free. Okay. So let's see. Should be killing the enemies. Oh, yeah, it is. You can kill enemies now. It's slow. Then you can get in there with the sword, and that does more damage. Yeah. Alrighty. So that works. Mm-hmm. Pretty fire. So, there's one thing I want to fix here. And you know what? You know what? This calls for some confetti. Time to destroy the bitrate of the stream. I hope you all love 2 pixels. 2 pixels is really fun, isn't it? Oh my goodness. These crackers. Yeah, hitting. Yeah, I need to add the same effects for like getting hit. Yeah. As the player. Okay. So I need to fix that. Let's go ahead and do it. Well, actually, let me just... I'll do this in a... I like to open Vegas for sound stuff. It's just so much faster. Really likes to cause funny problems, though. Yeah. Okay. it crashed Premiere opening Vegas. Okay. All right. Bet there'll be a speedrun. There's no weapons, extractor only dungeon rat. Yeah, I bet someone definitely will. He's licensed to Quadra. It's totally me. It's totally me, guys. I'm Quadra. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we'll open sound recorder. So let's make some sounds, shall we? It has to be kind of a metal clanging noise. Now, I got my water bottle. That's the sound this makes. It sounds like a gong. I have a hard drive here. We could cook something up. Let's try. Let me get the plastic, actually. Then we get something with a little more weight, like... Try some of those sounds, see what we can do. If you speed it up, it'd probably be good, or cut it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can compress it down and do whatever we need to. Okay, let's normalize. Let's see what we got going on. Let me get the plastic, actually. That's a pretty loud hit. Then we get something with a little more weight, super like... loud. That's a good sound. Or the Minecraft gas sound is just a cat. Yeah, it's Super 18's cat, yeah. It's funny how sounds are made. That could work. I like that one and that one. Yeah. Yeah. I need different sounds with the same hood. Yeah, definitely I'll add more sounds. Sounds are kind of more of an optional thing, really. Like in early now, as I'm making the game, once the gameplay is kind of more set, I'm gonna go back through and really work on sounds a lot more, but yeah. Like... Sorry, that's me. Yeah, I think that's about good. You got that one, and then... Well, I'll turn this one up. Normalize it. Alright. Here, this is... Move to that frame. Alright, export... Or render as Vegas. Give me a minute, I gotta put this away. Get these crackers out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of here. Okay. I think that's good. So we're just gonna call this Metal Hit 1. And then Metal Hit 2. Okay. I'm gonna open that folder. Go to what's actually in the debugger. I just want to know what's. It's probably nothing. Yeah, it's just all that stuff. Okay. Then I need to go to sound effects. Metal hit. Sound effects added in there. Should be in here now. Yeah. Alrighty. It's possible to make an array public in Godot export, but make it so the size can also be changed without going inside the script. Yeah, let me go ahead and do just that and see if I can see what you're thinking here. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make an array. Or I'm just gonna call this damage sounds. So in here, right here, array size, you can define the size. Ooh, I just made a massive array. Is that kind of what you're thinking of? Because yeah, if you don't actually define the type of array, you can just make it crazy. Crazy big. I'm actually gonna specify in this array. You know what? I'm gonna make this not a enemy thing, but actually just an entity thing. Nah, there's no way for me to do that. That's fine. Okay. So for this, I want 2 sounds. And let's see if I can just drag these in here. I cannot. So what are these? I mean, I guess we'll do a string. I really wish I could drag these in. But string doesn't work. I mean, they're an audio stream. Oh, that works. Okay. Wish it would let me change all this stuff. It's kind of annoying that I can't. Oh well. It's actually an entity on damage. We're just going to loop through. If damage sounds.size is greater than 0, var index equals rand I range from 0 to I'm going to add a child node, which is just an audio stream 2D player. And we're going to say damage sound dot stream is equal to damage sounds index. We might actually have to load this resource. I'm not sure if we need to or not. We'll see. We'll make the maximum distance like 256. It'll be a part of sound effects. We're also going to set like the random pitch. Pitch scale. It's random range from 1.75 to 0.75 to 1.5. Should also add an option in the options to set only the enemy sound. Yeah, I could do that maybe. I know you can have like audio buses that are like children of other audio buses. So. And then we're also just going to say damage sound play. Let's try this. I don't know what's going to happen here. I will have to end stream pretty soon here, unfortunately. Just very busy today. Okay, let's get the mining laser out. Yeah, that does work. The sound is too loud, of course. Ooh. Where's hit compute? Yeah, it's just server side. It makes it so much easier to handle when it's only on the server. I'm gonna go ahead and actually connect a client. It's gonna be all sorts of whack, probably. I mean, that's okay. It's fine just on the client, but I bet as soon as I go into the dungeon here, it's gonna be... Well, that's just not right. There's a whole bunch of bugs in here. When they did it, doesn't make sound. Oh, it is making sound. Is it not playing? Sound is only playing on the server. Let me make sure on that. Word Icelandic things, the letter combination HV in Icelandic words sounds like HVER and HVAR. The V actually turned the H into a K sound, so they're pronounced Kuvar and Kavar, who and where respectively. Interesting. Good to know. Interesting little fun fact. Let me go see where I'm actually running the take damage thing, if it is where I think it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually not running this server side, which I definitely should be. Okay. Actually, pretty much all of this will just be server side. I don't think there's anything else, anything in here that won't be. Okay. We will have to make a bunch of things here. A bunch of RPC calls. So play sound, then we're just gonna get the node. Actually, we're just gonna call this audio player. Let's play. This will be RPC, call local. Then we need the exact same thing for playing the animation. There we go. Then we're just going to say in here, play animation, attack start. This will be RPC, of course. That won't set pitch and stuff. Is pitch synchronized without that? Oh, and playing the sound? That's a good question. No, it won't. But we'll go ahead and fix that. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, so that fixes all that. Where is it actually playing? Huh? Oh, whoops. Where is it playing the sound? That's what I want to figure out right now. Code review coming with the changes requested. Where am I playing the sound? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm not playing it in here. I think I might be playing it in the ancient automaton itself. Yeah. Okay. Since I take damage. No, yeah, it's just in the automaton itself. So we're gonna say play sound. Okay. Play sound.rpc. Oh, actually, this will be step. And then we're also going to do this stuff in there. Actually, this is completely independent. We don't have to do this. Because this animation will be updating anyways. Yeah, so that's fine there. The one thing we will have to do is in the take damage, yeah. Right here. That is okay. So we're actually going to go back to the enemy. We'll play sound. I wonder if... I need to check if the player has a function called that. Where? Oh, I fixed that. It's okay. Does have the play animation one too. So that's interesting. Okay. So, okay. This is where I need to move all this stuff out of here. So we're just going to say audio player or var AP equals get node audio player. Now we can do all this stuff. If damage sounds greater than that, index, stream, pitch scale, play. Down here we can say Sound at RPC. Or damage sound. Alright. That should be okay now. Oops. So why did it cause all the errors in here? No, not found. Multiplayer spawner? Sound would be different between quality. Yeah, it's a super minor thing. It's still gonna be like the same type of sound. It's fine. So what's the deal here? The dungeon spawner is not being found. Multiplayer spawner. It's very strange. Because the multiplayer... Let me go to that. Or it's actually in the world. The world should spawn the dungeon. Yeah, right there. So then why is it mad? I don't know, I might just have to delete stuff based off of a group instead of a, you know, a node hierarchy. I just like how easy it is to delete the dungeon. You can just node free and like you're good, or queue free. But it does cause some issues sometimes. Okay, players here. Getting zapped. Oh, I can't load it. Shoot. Hold on 1 minute. So I can delete all this unnecessary code in here now. Oh. Delete all that. There we go. Load the save first. Now we can load the player in. Okay. So all the rotations seem good. Mining seems good. What about swapping? So swapping weapons right now does not update on the client. So I do have to fix that. But it shouldn't be a huge issue. I mean, mining works just fine. Yeah, that's okay. We can fix that. But then weird stuff happens. So if you go into the dungeon, load the dungeon, and sometimes it just doesn't spawn in for the client, but then other times it does. It's really odd. Seal that. Excuse me? Yeah, a few things, a few bugs I gotta work out. It looks like the enemies over here are good though. This is all client side now. They're still going after the main player character, but you can also damage them on the client, so that's good. Can't quite reach them, but if I swap to the mining laser. Which actually it's not mining. I don't know why. Let me check in here. Let's see what we got here. So we got weapon damage, weapon cooldown. And here. That's all good. And then tool, not tool action, it's change tool. Cooldown should be 0. So I don't know why it's being weird. It's not even creating the hitboxes, which is just wrong. But it is when you're using the sword like normal. Okay. So then why isn't it happening here? Oh. This is why. Well, that should still be working. Man, it's kind of weird. Oh. Give me a moment. Okay. Attack box, RPC ID. Any peer, call local. That's why. Do I need to leave? I think I need to go now. Unfortunately. I hate to have to leave, but it's just it is time, unfortunately. I apologize. I have a lot to do. Tomorrow I have well, tonight I have to make a whole presentation. Tomorrow I have to present it in class. On top of all the other assignments I have to do. We have to form groups. There's so much to do. I wish I could stream for longer, but it's unfortunate. I do apologize. I understand. Well, thank you, Lemur. I appreciate that. Wish I could like stream more. I don't know. I might have to change the stream schedule on Wednesday anyways, so we'll see about that. Alright, well, fortunately I have to head out. We definitely did get a lot of progress done though. Of course there's a few bugs here and there, but now you can actually swap between weapon and tool. Can deal damage. It's coming along nicely, so. I'll probably spend some more time on this tonight, kind of get this working a little smoother. Yeah, and then we'll actually get started on some like loot stuff hopefully soon. So, all right, well, thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Appreciate it. Be sure to join the Discord if you want to follow more game updates or be a part of the closed alpha coming relatively soon. Thank you for the Discord link drop. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Let's see, next stream will probably be on Friday, as long as I don't have any big school to do. But yeah. All right, thank you everybody. I appreciate it. Have a good night or good day or whatever time it is. We could go ahead and raid someone really quick. I gotta hurry though. Who should we raid? I better hurry. Let's go look for someone. I mean, this dude... We raided this, or did a soft raid of this guy that one time. It looks like he's made a lot of progress. Looks like he's doing some art stuff right now. I think we should raid him again. He's a cool guy. He's using Godot. He's working on the soft raid. Yeah. Let's give him a hard raid. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's do this. It's a very small raid. It's only 3 people, but that's okay. Great time, yeah. All right, we're gonna start this raid. Let's go, 2 people. 2. Oh, okay. There's a few more. Oh, there's 5 people. Never mind, we're good. Okay, Thank you, everybody. Gonna go ahead and raid. Unfortunately, I have to go immediately, so I can't really hop into the chat, but... Alright, bye-bye! Bye-bye!